I think that Dustin Poirier, I beat him. He fought for a belt. I think there's always those circumstances that can happen to that, which will lead to. I think this fight, with Sorokian is the next fight, and then after that, I think there's kind of like another opportunity for somebody like how Dustin Poirier stepped in. There's not a clear contender, so I think obviously I have to fight and win, and then I'm right back in there.
Does a name like Dan Hooker make sense to you?
Yeah, Dan Hooker. I have a list. I think Hooker, Oliveira, Poirier, and Volkanovski is a list of 4 people that I think any of those would be, do for me what I need to do to get back in the picture. So.
Poirier says he's got one more, right? Would you be kind of bummed if you never got to settle that trilogy with Dustin?
No. I mean, I walked out of there after we were 1-1. I told him, I said, let's not do it again. I'm not saying I don't want to or whatever, but that was the conversation we had that night because, we're 1-1 and we're taking years from each other's lives, so we can fight some of these young kids, but we'll see what happens.
Justin, leading up to your last fight, you kind of talked about it, like this is the last ride, you're not interested in the long climb back to the title. I think the fans know, we know that you're still one of the top guys and can hang with anybody any given night. Just what changed for you personally to say, you know what? I'm not done. I'm not going to call it just because I took the L.
Well, I mean, so I think, as the previous questions, addressed, I'm not out of it. I'm not out of it right now. I'm not out of it tomorrow. They got this fight. I'm not even sure when they're fighting. Are they fighting in October?
Yeah, Max and Ilya.
Oh, Makachev. They don't even have it scheduled. Yeah.
Next year.
Maybe December or 25.
This sport is so crazy. Like I said, Poirier lost to me, and then he got to fight for a belt. Honestly, you just have to stay in there, be a guy that is capable of taking these fights. Which I'm in the break number 3. Hooker just moving to 5, so that's not the worst option. But anything can happen. I really do not know. I have not thought about it too much. I got knocked out, woke up, and I was like, I want to golf. And I've been golfing every day since, pretty much. And, I've worked so hard for so long to be here, to be in front of the crowd, and I love to perform, and I'm not ready to give that up. So,
as a guy who's held the belt, do you feel like it was the wrong move or the right one not to have the BMF belt for Max and Ilya?
Every fighter wants to fight for an undisputed belt, and that's already on the line, so it doesn't matter.
Earlier today, Dan Hooker was asked about a fight with you, and he said, that sounds like a one-way trip to the hospital. I look forward to it. That'd be great. Do you sort of get the same vibe if you guys thought it would be just a barn burner like his fight with Dustin, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, you've seen both of us perform many times. I think you can put it on paper, and most likely AI is going to predict us both in the hospital. I mean, I really hope that Max wins. I mean, Ilya was so impressive versus Volkanovski. I mean, his patience. He fought an amazing fight. I don't know. I expected something different than I saw from Max. I was very impressed. And so, in my mind, I can't see him losing, but that's because I just got put to sleep by him. So.
Justin, real quick, who do you have in that fight between Islam and Sorokian?
Oh, it hasn't even been scheduled.
If it were,
who knows who's going to fight? Could be Volkanovski might fight him again. Who knows?
That's good.
Listen, you've accomplished a lot more than a lot for the sport of MMA, and it's, we've also hinted at there's not really much left for you out there. Is there something that you still want to scratch off a list, whether in location or
So, I mean, the statement, the direct quote was, once I know that I cannot win undisputed championship belt or fight for one, then I'm going to, I might as well hang up the gloves. I do not believe I've reached that point. Whether I'm the champion or not in the next, who knows? It's so hard to put a time. If I ever go to sleep, like I just went to sleep, I'm done. I'm not doing it 2 more times. I'll do that 1 more time if I have to. I'm not choosing that, but it's always a possibility. And if it happens, I'm done. But outside that, I got, I don't know. It's hard to put a number. It's been one at a time. I literally, just yesterday, was like, fighting fucking awesome. I want to try it. And now, look at this shit. Like, from the middle of nowhere in Arizona, it's crazy that I made it this far. And it's been an amazing ride. I'm glad that you guys still want to talk to me. I know that that's a pity patty statement, but this game is brutal, and it's nice to be supported, to have whatever, all this stuff, win or lose, because of my efforts. It's pretty cool.
Your perfect last fight in Arizona?
My perfect last fight would be, I don't know. My perfect last fight would probably be a knockout win. Yeah. But once the fight starts, it's so over. Just your immediate surroundings is all that matters. Like my family gets to travel to all these places with me. They've been to Arizona many times. So if we travel somewhere else, I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
You've had so many great moments. Do you have a specific one that comes to mind when you look back on your career?
The Michael Johnson fight here, T-Mobile Arena, my first time being in front of that crowd, and under those lights was something special, something that would be impossible for me to ever forget. I came out successful. It was back and forth, a double bonus. It was the best coming out party that anyone's ever put on, and I went on from there, and I've got 13 fights and 13 bonuses. So it's been fun. It ain't over yet, but it's the beginning.